Hey, we're builders. Welcome back to Build Together. This is day 227. Today's prompt is: what is a food or kind of food enjoyed by many different culture groups in your world? So I wrote about Kasaaki stew. It's a very short one, but if you've watched this channel and this account for any duration, then you probably have heard Kasaaki before because it has come up once as the Kasaaki creature itself, which is this little floating gas pod creature that holds within it a little like layer of fluid digestive juices, and it kind of just feeds off of ambient air and gases. But then there's also been Kasaki dressing for salads as well as like meat and potato kind of like combinations. And then Kasaki stew is this more very overarching, broad look at how they've been used in food, which is that almost every culture, especially when it was in a more rural state, used Kasaki digestive fluids as a very nutritious base for stews. Really, anything where you were like boiling meat and veggies together in something, this was almost always added in some group by in some regard. Even in Gazdash, a very common Kingdom of Helva traditional food that involves usually just like a meat and a grain, will often use Kasaki digestive fluids to either marinate the meat or stew the meat, or even just to be what the hajik is cooked in. And so it's not as common anymore, but it's still an additive in many things. The stew actually made with it is still relatively common in the fewer rural areas that exist in modern Ethiopia, but otherwise you don't see it quite as much in populated areas because kasaki can be hard to keep in areas like that. If you don't have sort of the perfect ambient environment, they die very quickly, and the digestive fluids do not keep for very long. What is a food or kind of food enjoyed by many different culture groups in your world? Thanks for building together.